Chicago. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Right to the air. Here is Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. T.J. Edwards from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Goff now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. To the air again. Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him the first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 15 carries, 64 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Tyler Scott now from his end zone and able to get this out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also let you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And this one's incomplete. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. On 2nd and 10, it's Williams again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a first down. On on the handoff. This is Swift. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Roma Dunze. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears had 6 to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down to the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Love when the playbook comes to life and the execution is there. Man coverage on the outside. And if you like the matchup and you feel like your receiver can get the position he needs, you just throw it up there and let him do his thing. We see this a lot now with back shoulder routes and things like that. And this is a nice job to go up and get it, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing again is Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 6 yards away. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Tyler Scott. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Play action. Now Williams. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. Give him 32 on the play. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 43 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now Goff on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, and that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off in the NFC when the Giants have traveled down south to take on Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. The new man in black for 2024, Kirk Cousins, with a touchdown pass. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Patriots in that ball game. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Williams. That pass complete to Moore. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional. I think you did. Well, it was you. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The slot man in motion right. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Throwing is Williams. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 3 yards out. And the Bears are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time for another look at this Lions offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 27 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. Here comes third and the length of the football. Once again, it's Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bears, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll